too far. Renski checks, appeals to no avail. The 2-0 pitch. Kick, delivery, foul ball into the Blues dugout. Watch out. No protective netting or fencing there. It went straight into the dugout, and looks like the umpire and Renski are concerned. Press box is up here on the third base line, and I can't see inside the dugout. I hope no one got hurt. Looks like everyone's all right, and we're heading back to play some more baseball. 2-1 count. Olmo in a hitter's count. Wallace looking to battle back after falling behind the 3-hole hitter. The kick and delivery. Curveball right over the middle of the plate. Olmo wasn't expecting that curveball. Good pitch to break. Good pitch right there, and a 2-1 count, being able to throw a breaker over the heart of the plate. Hitter obviously thinking fastball count, going to get a fastball and drive it. 2-2, 1 out, guy on third. Josh Hassel walked, found himself on third base now. Oh, yeah, the 2-2 pitch. Wallace zooms a fastball in by him. Got him, strike 3. Now batting the catcher, number 16, Dan Palazzo. He stands in, the catcher batting in the 4-hole today. Guy on third, 2 outs. Just looking to get an out here so the run can't score. First pitch curveball, smothered there by Renski. Good block there, way to keep it in front and not let the runner advance and score safely. Outfielders playing the stocky catcher straight up, fairly deep. Infield straight up and back. Roberts and Budzik up the middle. Shriver and Chauvin on the corners. Wallace takes a step back and gets ready to deliver the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 way outside. Renski has to dive out after that one. He gets it, 2-1 count. Last 2-1 count against Olmo. Wallace decided to break off a curveball right down the middle to catch him off guard to call it up 2-2. Let's see what he does here. This time a changeup looks like on the outside corner misses, 3-1. Base open here for the 4-hole hitter. Not a bad thing if you let him go on. Walk won't hurt you. Fastball on the outside corner, must have just missed. Wallace stares in there. Might have thought it caught the corner, but Palazzolo takes a walk. 2 early walks here for Wallace. First and third, 2 outs. Derek Bauer strides to the dish. The right fielder today in this game. Right fielder sporting number 11. Steve Wallace sporting number 11. Battle of the sticks here. Let's see who comes ahead. Wallace sets, kicks, pickoff move to first base. Chauvin catches it. Palazzo steps back in. No slide, walks right back over. Small lead over there at first base. 2 on, 2 out here in the first inning. Pickoff move, steps behind. Good move there. Palazzo's got to dive back in, but he's back in safely. 2 on, 2 out, top of the first. No hits, 2 walks in the first inning for the Suns. First pitch falling behind again is Wallace. Wallace looks in, gathers a sign from Renski, nods in approval, sets at the belt. Kick, delivery to home plate, foul ball right back to the screen. 1-1 count, way to even it up there by Steve. Middle infield looking a little bit different today. Is Tyler Roberts and Christian Budzik are up the middle. For the first 2 nights, it was Ryan Costello and Tyler Packenick up the middle. This time, changing it up. Looks like it might be a better defensive lineup out there in the middle of the field tonight, with the bats being in the first group. Wallace sets on the 1-1. Throws home. Fastball caught the outside corner at the knees. 1-2 count. Ahead is Steve. Looking to throw one over, getting out, and get out of the inning before the Pittsfield Suns cross the run. The 1-2 pitch on its way, curveball tapped at. Charging is Roberts, picks it up, throws it to first base. Chauvin got it, He's out. We're out of the inning. Heading up here at the bottom of the first inning will be Christian Wiggum, Griffin Garabedian, and none other than Austin Chauvin. We'll be back here at the bottom of the first. Here we are down here in the bottom of the first inning at beautiful Muzzy Field. Sun setting just beyond the pine trees in left field. Bottom one, Christian Wiggum, the right fielder, stands in for the Blues. From the right side, number 6 wears the first pitch of the game. He takes it. Hey, why not? Any way you can get on to start off the game. Wiggum with absolute wheels now on first base. 1 stolen base yesterday. Dropping down to the 2-hole today, number 17, Griffin Garabedian. 1 pitch, 1 on here for the Blues in the bottom of the first. Wiggum with a sizable lead here at first. Righty Anderson sets just about at the shoulders. First pickoff move of the day for him. Almost sails wide of the first baseman, Geary. Wiggum slides in, gathers himself back to first base. Garabedian fixes the gloves, clears off the batter's box, strides in ready for the first pitch of his at-bat. Anderson sets once again, this time at the letters. Kicks, delivers the 0-0 pitch. Ball outside. It was a fastball. Struggling to find the zone a little bit here early on with the first 2 pitches. First one way outside in the right batter's box. Hits Wiggum. Second pitch outside again in the right side batter's box. The 1-0 fastball outside corner must have just missed. From my vantage point, it looked like it might have caught it. Umpire doesn't agree with me, and we'll take it here as the Blues see another hitter's count, 2-0. Wiggum once again gets another step over there with his leadoff. Very, very big lead. Almost to the cut. Pickoff move again. Slides in there. Not even an attempt by Geary to slap the tag on the right fielder for the Blues today. Wiggum going to Louisiana Tech University next year, and Griffin Garabedian stands in from UConn. Griff stands in there, waves at a 2-0 fastball. 2-1 count here. Steps out, gathers the signs from his skipper, number 33, Barry Lyons. The 2-1 pitch. Great hitter's count here for Griffin. Hopefully he'll be swinging at a 2-1 fastball. Oh, picked off is Christian Wiggum. He slides into second base. Throw goes over the head of the shortstop. Brendan Geary throws it into short left field. Wiggum gets lucky there. Overly aggressive here on the base paths. Causes an error. Moves up. Another error here at Muzzy Field for a visiting team. Yesterday, the North Shore Navigators aided the Blues with 6 errors. 6 errors in a baseball game, definitely not a recipe for a victory. And as you saw, the Navs lost yesterday. So far, no hits for either side, but both have managed to get a guy in scoring position. Error there by the first baseman puts Wiggum at second. 2-1 fastball to Griffin. He watches it go by. 2-2 count. Man in scoring position for the lefty. Even if he rolls one over here to the right side, he'll be able to scoot over Wiggum. We'll have 1 out with a guy on third base. Great territory for the hot-hitting Austin Chauvin. Anderson sets the 2-2 delivery. Slider up and away. Ball 3. Full count, 2 out. Full count, nobody out. Guy on second base. Griff stands in with the bat high cocked over the back right shoulder. Back left shoulder, that is. He fouls that one off, out of play, over skipper Barry Lyons' head, into the stands, down the third base line. That was a whistler right there. Full count, nobody out. Wiggum on second. Draws a walk with a fastball up in the zone. That's 2 straight walks, 1 with a hit by pitch variety, and 1 and 1 walk with a 4-ball variety. Standing in, the hot-hitting Austin Chauvin. Coming into the game, only 2 games, way early on in the season, but he is hitting a robust .625. Barry Lyons having some words here with the home plate umpire. Not exactly sure what that's about. Nothing really going on, nothing for Skip to get upset about, but them and the umpire having a casual conversation, and now Barry's getting pretty heated. Absolutely no idea what's going on. Maybe he's getting on the bench for being past the white line or the designated hitter. Maybe someone in the in the Blues dugout chirping. Not exactly sure what's going on. Barry's real heated now. This is getting entertaining. Very mild-mannered Barry Lyons. Going to talk to his bench now. His home plate umpire did not like what was going on somehow. Absolutely no idea what's going on here. Barry real heated. Now he's getting into the umpire's face a little bit. Turns around, goes to the dugout, vacating his third base coaching spot. Fans are clapping along. They're getting into the game. They're enjoying the second game of the year. Beautiful Muzzy Field here tonight. 76 degrees at first pitch. Banners flying behind me with the Blues pennants. Sun setting right behind the pine trees in left field. Center field wooded all the way around. Oh, it looks like Barry Lyons was getting scolded by the home plate umpire for not having a skull cap on. Barry's an old school guy. He's not too big on that. He wore that skull cap back in his catching days for the New York Mets when he took home a World Series in 1985. Or 86, pardon me. Chauvin stands in, sees a first pitch fastball, fouls it off down the third base line. 0-1 count on the hot-hitting Chauvin. Plays his collegiate ball at St. Mary's out in California. Finds himself here at beautiful Muzzy Field in Bristol, Connecticut tonight. 0-1 curveball dives in there for a strike. 0-2 count here on Austin. Haven't found himself in this big of a hole yet this year. 0-2 count, and now the home plate umpire's yelling at first base coach Pat Riley. No, not the basketball coach Pat Riley, but just the Bristol Blues' own pitching coach, Pat Riley. He's running into the dugout to go get a skull cap of his own. First 2 games, it did not matter if you were wearing a skull cap or not, but this umpire seems to be on a little bit of an ego trip. And Barry Lyons absolutely giving it to the home plate umpire about this. He turns, yells at Barry. You could hear it from up here in the press box. If you want to stay in the game, you better go back to your spot. So Barry puts his head down, walks back over to third base coach's box, and Chauvin stands in ready for the 0-2 count. Rob Anderson sets at the letters, checks back at second, whips a fastball elevated in the zone. Chauvin fouls it off deep down the first base line, foul and out of play. Wiggum standing at second base after a hit by pitch, and Griffin Garabedian walked. Ball getting thrown back onto the field as Rob Anderson walks around the mound getting ready to chuck the 0-2 pitch. Sets, looks back, delivers a fastball way up in the zone. Chauvin gets a piece of that one. High off the screening, right behind the dish. A couple more feet, that one would have got up and out of play and over Muzzy Street. Absolutely no wind today. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Still an 0-2 count, 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Score is tied, 0-0. Ball, second base hole. Chauvin gets a base knock under the glove of Pittsfield second baseman Hector Cassioni. RBI base knock there by Austin. He keeps the lumber going. Hot hitting Austin Chauvin with a base knock there. Knocks in Wiggum. Griffin Garabedian goes over to second. Chauvin on first. 2 on, nobody out for Bobby for Gerard Rohan. Bobby Shriver up next. Rohan plays his collegiate ball at Akron, and Bobby Shriver at Franklin Pierce. Blues lead 1-0 here, bottom of the first. First pitch fastball slapped up the middle, gloved by the shortstop. Taylor made double play Jeremy Giles over to Brendan Geary. 6-3 on that double play. Guy on third. 2 outs now for the Blues. Left-handed hitting Bobby Shriver stands in. First pitch fastball misses the zone outside. 1-0 count. Outfield plays Schreiber fairly deep. Hitting in the 5-hole today. Stands in, sporting a blue sleeve as he rips a base knock there to left field. That'll knock in a run. 2-0 Blues here in the bottom of the first. Great piece of hitting there. Saw a fastball away. Didn't try to do too much. Slapped it out to left field. Did the left-hander. Line shot, base hit. 2-0 Blues. Pep talk by Barry Lyons in the locker room before the game, telling the team to quit being so passive up at the dish. Be aggressive and swing at your first pitch fastball. Blues taking note of that and scoring 2 runs here early on in the game. Speaking of first pitch fastballs, one dives in there to Jamie Timothy as he launches 0-1. Shriver on first base after his base knock. RBI for him this inning. Second pitch of the at-bat, ball, 1-1, 2 outs. Timothy's a Roger Williams product. Division III school. Number 8 stands in, hands high above the back shoulder. Rob Anderson picks off the first base. Bobby's going nowhere. He slides back in safely. 1-1 count here for Jamie. Sees the 1-1 offering. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Blues faithful still filing into Muzzy Field. Just a little bit late, but hey, we'll take you anytime you come in. Looking to battle here is Jamie Timothy down in the count 1-2. Curveball up and away. Maybe a slider. A little bit harder than a curveball. Looks like Anderson might be featuring fastball, slider, curveball, and a changeup. 2-2 and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Blues lead 2-0 after 2 base knocks from Austin Chauvin and Bobby Shriver. That one, great curveball there by Rob Anderson as he freezes Jamie Timothy with the breaker. That'll be strike 3, 3 outs in the inning. We'll head to the second here at Muzzy Field. (9-1-2) here for Pittsfield in the top of the third inning. Jeremy Giles, Josh Hassel, and Cam O'Neill here for the Suns in the third. Looking to stay hot is pitcher Steve Wallace. No runs here given up through the first 2 innings. 9-hole hitter, probably expecting a first pitch fastball. Kick and the delivery. Absolutely, first pitch fastball right down Muzzy Street, right over the heart of the plate. Oh, 1 pitch hammered to deep center field. Got Jamie Timothy on the run. Way over his head. 1 step beyond the warning track. Ball get thrown in to the cutoff man, Christian Wiggum. That's a no-out double. First hit of the ball game for the Suns. Jeremy Giles sends a deep shot to dead center. Saw the fastball he liked and absolutely hammered it. Not the best jump in the world by Timothy, but either way, he would not have been able to run it down. Man on second, nobody out. Wallace sets, turns, looks twice to the second base, and delivers the pitch to home. Renski smothers it. Ball gets caught in the feet of Hassel. I'm sure you're all ready for a terrible broadcaster joke, but hassle really proved to be a hassle there for Rinsky as he couldn't pick up the ball when he smothered it right in front of him. Yeah, I know, not the best, but hey, we're working on it. Wallace sets, delivery to home plate. The 1-0 pitch fastball up and away. Ball 2. 2-0 count. Wallace falls behind. Man on second. Blues lead here in the top of the third, 2-0. Wallace hurls in the 2-0 delivery. Foul ball. Back to the base of the screen. Back to that double by Giles. You could just tell with the crack of the bat that one was going to be deep, and if it wasn't a dead center, it might have been out of here. 3:26 down the lines here at Muzzy Field. Inside move for Wallace. Checks back the runner, Giles. 2-1 delivery. Coming up next, out of the hands of lefty Steve Wallace. Fastball, outside corner, called strike 2. Big pitch here for Wallace. A punch out would be clutch. Outfield playing the leadoff hitter straight up. Right fielder Wiggum shaded maybe just a touch to center field. Infield straight up, playing pretty tight on the 9-hole hitter standing at second base, Jeremy Giles. Third baseman Bobby Shriver deep in the bag at third. Chauvin deep at first. Looks like Rinsky setting up inside with this 2-2 delivery. Curveball, got him on strikes. What a pitch there by Wallace. Oh, as he's walking back to the dugout, Hassel looking back at the umpire and absolutely taking his time, making a little bit of a scene as he makes his way back to the dugout. Rinsky calls time after Hassel is struck out looking. Cam O'Neill, the designated hitter, finds himself in the box next. Great pitch there by Wallace. Rinsky went out there changing the signs. Giles at second base got a chance to see a lot of pitches by Wallace and Rinsky there. Maybe could have picked up the signals. Not sure if he was relaying them to the hitter or not, but the Blues decided to change the signs anyways. Number 13, Cam O'Neill strides in, bats way on top of his head, wiggles it around like a toothpick, and watches the first fastball go by. 1-0 count. Wallace sets at the belt buckle. Doesn't look to second, just continues and throws the ball home. Curveball, outside corner, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, top of the third. Blues lead 2-0. Garabedian fairly deep in left, Timothy deep in center, and Wiggum shallow in right. Smothered there by Rinsky. Change up in the dirt. Fastball, change up, and curveball for Wallace. He can drop it down from 3 different arm angles from the lefty. He likes to go 3/4, a little bit less than 3/4, and then completely sidearm. When he goes down the sidearm variety, the curveball and the fastball with a lot more movement. Roberts makes a great play there at shortstop. Absolute chopper there by Cam O'Neill. Roberts on the run, picks, throws over to first base to Chauvin. Got him out by a step. Beautiful play there by the shortstop from Georgia, Tyler Roberts. Came in charging, picks it up off the shoelaces with the glove, transfer quickly over to the bare hand, throws it over to Chauvin to get him out by a step. Runner advances to third base. There'll be 2 outs with a man on third here for Ryan Olmo. With a shot to deep right field. Back goes Wiggum onto the track, off the base of the wall. Wiggum picks it up. Rounding third is Olm. Or rounding second is Olm. Into third base. Stand up triple off the base of the wall. That'll score a run. 2-1 Blues here in the top of the third. An absolute seed off the bat of Ryan Olmo. Thought that one was catchable off the bat. Wiggum kind of backpedaled a little bit out there in right field. Turns, runs, maybe he can camp under it and get that ball. Very, very speedy right fielder is Wiggum. He backs up a little bit now as the next batter strides to the dish. Number 16, the catcher, Dan Palazzo. RBI triple there for Olmo. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Pittsfield now trails by just 1, 2-1. 2 hits apiece here early on. 1 error for the Suns. Lights now up and running in full effect as the sun has just tucked itself behind the pine trees and left. Block there by Rinsky. Great play as the curveball bounces in there and catches him up on the glove side shoulder pad. Phenomenal athletic effort there by Ryan. And that ball gets by him. That's another run scored, and it's a tie ball game here at Muzzy Field. Beautiful field tucked away here in Bristol, Connecticut. Wooded all around. Left, right, and center field, all wooded with pine trees. If you hear that sound behind me, it's a bunch of renegades on their motorcycles flying quick behind us. 2-1 fastball finds itself just a hairline off the plate, 3-1. 3-1 count, 2 outs. Blues lead 2-1. Fastball outside again, just misses. Rinsky wanted it, Wallace wanted it, heck, the whole Blues bench wanted it. It would have been a full count with 2 outs, but instead, Palazzo finds himself at first base with a 2-out walk. 2 walks in the game here for Palazzo. Now batting Derek Bauer, right fielder for the Pittsfield Suns. Blues coming to the game 2-0. Wins over the Rocks, Brockton Rocks that is, and last night against the North Shore Navigators. First and third, 2 outs. Wallace sets, delivers the 0-0 pitch. Fastball splits the heart of the plate. 0-1. Beautiful night for baseball. Wallace sets at the belt buckle. Glimmers over there at first base. Steps toward home plate. Curveball just bends out of the way. Good pitch there. 1-1 count. Started out on the outside corner. Just dove away. Thought the batter might swing at it, seeing initially that it was going to catch the outside corner, but just as it dives away, he's able to hold up and see the pitch go by for a 1-1 count. Fastball inside, ground ball to Chauvin. Picks it up in fair territory, tags him out. That's 3 outs, 1 run scored on 1 hit there for the Pittsfield Suns. 2 hits there in that inning for the Pittsfield Suns, 1 run. Blues lead 2-1, headed to the bottom of the third. Standing in for the Blues, bottom of the 5th inning, is number 2, the catcher tonight, Ryan Rinsky. Quick after receiving 3 straight strikeouts from Steve Wallace at the top of the frame, all looking. He stands there and there, watches the first pitch go by, ball 1. Right-handed hitting, Rinsky checks that one, looks at the first 2 pitches of this at-bat, finds himself even in the count, 1-1. Curveball, tomahawk to shortstop, booted there for a minute. High throw, air on the play by the shortstop, Jeremy Giles. Second air tonight, that ball goes high above the fence, off the brick here at Muzzy Field. Check that for out of play. Rinsky will take second base. Second error of the game here for the Pittsfield Suns. Right now, it looks like they're in discussion if the brick is out of play or not. Umpires chatting it up with head coach Barry Lyons. Rinsky goes back to first base, and the umpires say, hey, you go back to second. That's definitely an error. Now it looks like Suns manager Tom Conley wants an explanation from both of these umpires. He's out there chatting it up, trying to figure out the right ruling. I believe it was made. You may as well give Rinsky another base. Tomahawks a curveball at the top of the zone, right at the shortstop, bobbles it once. rushes a throw, lets it go high, off the brick, caroms off the wall to the first baseman. Rinsky stays at first base, doesn't even round it, would have been safe anyways, but we'll take an extra base when it's given to us, that's for sure. Bottom of the fifth inning, Blues lead 2-1. 2 hits apiece, but the big difference again today, 2 errors for the Pittsfield Suns. The big difference yesterday in the game was the 6 errors by the North Shore Navigators that let the Blues escape with a 3-2 victory. Blues 2-0 on the season, and after a lengthy chat, Conley heads back to the bench, and the umpires head back to their positions. Renski stays at second base. Bricks are out of play. Feel like everyone at Muzzy Field knew that, except for maybe head coach Tom Conley. Robert Anderson toes the slab once again. Man on second, nobody out. Lengthy look in as Christian Budzik steps to the plate. First pitch fastball slapped the other way. Foul ball down the first base line. Anderson gets ahead in the count, 0-1. Clears a place for his foot right in front of the slab. Looks in, shakes with disapproval of the first pitch, sets at the letters now. Checks second base, delivery on the way. Curveball right down the heart of the plate. Down in the count now is Budzik, 0-2. Budzik stands in, back of the batter's box, hands right by his ears. Short step for Budzik. Watches the 0-2 pitch. Catcher on second base, Rinsky, didn't think the ball got away too far. Not the fleetest of foot over there at second base is Rinsky. Budzik stands in, 1-2 count. Nobody out, man on second base here in the bottom of the fifth. Blues lead 2-1. Sets again does Anderson. Throws a curveball. Ball slapped on the right field line. Right on the line. Fair ball. Renski rounds third. Heads home. Base knocked down the line for Christian Budzik. Local Connecticut kid gets a base knock. Knocks in Renski. Blues lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. Great piece of hitting there. Seeing a curveball. Taking what it's given. Slapping it the other way. Ball finds its way down. And gets a base knock and an RBI. Lineup turns over here now for the Bristol Blues as leadoff hitter Christian Wiggum strides to the dish. Wiggum stands in, bat in front of his face. Strides, brings it back. Wiggum takes the first pitch. Steal attempt there by Budzik. No avail. Might have been a hit and run, but the ball bounced in. Nothing Wiggum can do there. Caught stealing, goes Budzik. 1 out, nobody on now for Wiggum. Catcher didn't even get out of his crouch as he threw Budzik out down at second. Great arm there by Dan Pizzalo. Fastball, outside corner, called strike. Absolutely painted the black with that one. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Wiggum. Anderson quick to deliver again. Slider right down the middle of the plate. Called strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 3-1 Blues. Bottom of the fifth. Ball low and outside. Full count here. Wiggum, sporting number 6, white helmet, black shoes today. Ground ball down the third base line. Just misses the bag by about a half an inch. Foul ball. Wiggum reports back to the dish to see another 3-2 offering. Anderson on the rubber already. Quick working righty. Throws a lot of fastballs. Finds himself down 3-1 in this night's ball game. Kick, slider this time. Got Wiggum swinging. 2 down for the Blues in the bottom of the fifth. Griffin Garabedian strides in here, the lefty, out of Connecticut. Walk his first at bat. Ground ball to first, fielded by the first baseman, thrown over to the pitcher for his second at bat. First pitch fastball called strike one on Garabedian. 0-1, finds himself in the hole, 2 outs. Robert Anderson looks in, gets quickly into the windup, slings this one from a 3/4 arm slot down to the shortstop, hits it Garabedian. He's out, and so are the Blues. Blues score 1, 3-1, end of 5 here in Muzzy Field. Toeing the slab here in the top of the 9th inning, looking to gather up a save, is Mick Tersey. Leading off the inning for the Suns, Brendan Geary. Lefty stands in, open stance, closes with a step. Big step there, gets a changeup low and inside, ball 1. Geary with a big leg kick there. Hasn't done that in his first couple at bats. First at bat for Geary, ground out to the shortstop. Second at bat, grounder to third. Lefty using the other opposite field. Turned on 1 in the 7th inning off the base of the wall for a double. Oh, sorry about that. Geary's double was the routine fly ball out to left field that was lost in the lights there by Garabedian. Davis Strong replaces Packenick there in left field when Pack pinch hit for Griffin Garabedian here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tersey slings a fastball, and they're called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on the top of the 9th. Curveball, bottom of the zone. Hit the other way. Strong getting his work in. Now that ball just fouled by about a half a foot. Good effort there by Davis as he trucked down the line. Foul ball. Let's do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Nobody out in the top of the 9th inning. Geary using the opposite field well. The lefty goes to the left side of the diamond twice today, and he almost snuck one down there on the left field line this last pitch. Davis Strong gave chase, but the ball landed foul. No harm done. Tersey with a high leg kick in the delivery. Fastball, top of the zone. Full count here. Looking to avoid a leadoff walk here is Mick Tersey. Geary, Cosione, and White due up here in the 9th inning. Ball misses. Leadoff walk there for Brendan Geary. Man on first, nobody out after the leadoff walk. Nobody up in the bullpen here for the Blues. Looks like it's Mick Tersey's job to finish. Hector Cosione now up at the dish, the second baseman here for the Pittsfield Suns. Leadoff walks will kill you. Hopefully in this scenario it doesn't for the Blues. Change up, top of the zone. Let that one hang up there. Swung at and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. A ground ball sure would be nice here. Double play combination up the middle. Budzik and Roberts. Oh, curveball, waved that and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 9th. Made him look silly there, did Roberts. Tersey looks in at Renski. Sets. Ball plays just above the belt. Kick and the delivery. Slider. Swung on, ticked down. Renski unable to come up with it. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 9th. Cosione steps in, tight to the plate at the back of the batter's box. Legs spread out. No stride there. Fastball up and away. Swung at ball 2, but that's strike 3. We'll take it. 1 out here in the 9th. JT White stands in. This is the next batter for Mick Tersey to face. 1 out. 2 outs away from victory are the Blues. Fastball up in the zone. Tersey starting to bring it now. Up in the zone, called for a ball. Ball 1. Tersey really let that one hurl. That one might have touched 90 on the gun. High leg kick for Tersey. Let's up on that one. Fastball hammered into deep right center field. Camps under it is Wiggum. The quick little right fielder camps under that one after a long run to right center. 2 outs here in the 9th. Blues just 1 out away from victory. Bottom of the lineup here for the Suns. Jeremy Giles, the shortstop, stands in. Double his first at-bat. Struck out in the second. In his third at-bat, he drew a walk. Mick Tersey looking to close down the game and get the first save here in his young Bristol Blues career. He looks in, quick set, just above the belt. Fastball. Hurls in there, strike 1. Man on first base was a leadoff walk for Brennan Geary. The old adage is leadoff walks will kill you, but so far, it hasn't. Luckily for the Blues. Closer in the game. Breaks off a curveball. Bottoms out at the top. Starts in the middle of the zone. Bottoms down. Misses on the lower end of the spectrum. Ball 1. Tersey looks in, dangles the right arm, sets, brings the glove together. Fastball. Caught the outside corner on the letters. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. 1 strike away from victory is Bristol. Crowd is on their feet, cheering on the Blues, looking for another victory. Fastball, up in the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2s are wild here in the 9th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Crowd on their feet, urging on Mick Tersey to blow one by him for another strikeout. This one, curveball, bottom of the zone, blocked there by Rensky. Geary at first base takes 2 steps, shuts it down, heads back to first base. Doesn't want to be the last out, trying to get in scoring position. Full count, 2 outs. Fans still on their feet, clapping and cheering, urging Mick Tersey to throw a fastball by him here. Jeremy Giles, pretty good pop with the deep fly ball to center field for a double in his first at-bat. Let's see what happens. Leg kick, runner goes. Fastball up and away. Ball 4, 2 guys on. Tying run at first base as the leadoff hitter, Josh Hassel, steps to the dish. Rensky steps out to have a word with Tersey. Let him know the signs when there's a guy on second base. Tying run here at first base. Going to be urgent for Rensky to keep everything in front of him so the tying run doesn't reach scoring position. 2 walks here for Bristol in this inning. Tersey did a good job in the 8th inning as he came on. Ground out to short, strikeout, walked a guy, and then struck another out. This inning, leadoff walk, strikeout, fly out to right, and another walk. Looking to avoid a base hit. Tersey kicks, delivers a fastball up in the zone, ball 1. After that ball, pitching coach Pat Riley comes out to settle his closer down. Tell him just to calm down. He's got the good stuff. Fastball, upper 80s, could top out there at the low 90s. Pretty good curveball. Slows the arm action up a little bit. But it seems like the Pittsfield Suns batters haven't been able to catch up to it. 1 ball, no strikes here. 2 outs in the 9th inning. Blues lead 3-1. 5-3 is the score. Or 5-3 is the hit total. 3-1 is the score. That one, ball 2, fastball outside. Struggling to find the zone a little bit is Mick. Kicks off the dirt on the shoe, toes the slab, checks in, sees fastball, checks second twice, throws in a fastball. This one catches the outside corner, paints the black, 2 balls and 1 strike. Let's see how confident he is in that off-speed breaker. Let's see if he hums a curveball in there or he sticks to the fastball and challenges the batter. Tersey gets in quickly. Goes quickly with the sign. Fastball once again, this time up in the zone. 3 balls and 1 strike. Need to throw a fastball here. Don't want to have the game's tying run on scoring position. And you don't want to have the winning run or go-ahead run here in the 9th at first base. For the dangerous 2-hole hitter next, the DH, Cam O'Neill. Fastball up and away. He lost him. That's ball 4. 3 walks. Load the bases here in the 9th inning. And still nobody up in the Blues bullpen. Looks like skipper Barry Lyons is putting all his faith here in Mick Tersey. Boys are cheering him on, telling him he's all right. Designated hitter, Cam O'Neill. This is why you're here, and this is why you're in the lineup, Cam. Designated hitter. Base knock ties the game. You could cut the tension with a knife here at Muzzy Field. Third base coach comes in, talks to his designated hitter, and wants to go get someone up in the bullpen. He's talking to the hitter to buy some time so someone can get up in the bullpen. Hassel walks. Cam O'Neill, the designated hitter, up next. 3 walks in the inning, load the bases. 2 outs, though. Grounder anywhere. Force out at any base should end the game. Kick, delivery with a fastball. Strike. Got him. Right down the middle. Right down Muzzy Street with that fastball for the Bristol Blues. Mick Tersey. Finally ahead in the count this inning. No balls and 1 strike. Let's see if he can stay ahead. Bat twirling right around the back ear of Cam O'Neill. Line shot, center field. That's going to get down. 1 run will score. Second one will score as well. Base knock ties up the ball game 3-3 here at Muzzy Field. Leadoff walks will kill you. They didn't until just about now. A leadoff walk and a walk and another walk. 3 walks in the inning spells doom for the Blues. Tied up ball game 3-3. 4 hits now for the Suns, 5 for the Blues. What was a quick game might turn into an elongated one here at 9:15. That base knock there by Cam O'Neill, his first hit of the game, comes in a big spot. Fastball misses here. Mick Tersey really struggling to find the zone. Blues finally have someone up in the bullpen. This one, a shot to center field. Ball gets down. Another runner comes around and scores, and the Pittsfield Suns will take the lead 4-3. 9th inning rally against Mick Tersey. Started with 3 walks and 2 base knocks. Will score a couple runs, and the Blues find themselves behind 4-3. Base knocks from Cam O'Neill and Ryan Olmo give the Suns the lead here in the 9th. Dan Palazzolo, the catcher, strides to the dish now. Fastball up in the zone. Renski leaps up, makes the grab. Ninth inning, very, very stressful inning here for the Blues faithful. Kick in the delivery. Fastball, swung on, hit foul. High schooler Tim Cate warming up in the bullpen now here for your Bristol Blues. Palazzo stands in, back of the batter's box, slightly open stance. Kicks, sees a changeup on the outside corner, called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The story of this one, the 3 walks in the 9th inning, followed by 2 base hits, give the Suns the lead, 4-3 here in the 9th. Trailed 3-1 coming into the 9th. Fastball outside corner, called strike 3. The Blues are out of the inning, and they need 1 to force extras. 2 will win the ball game here in the bottom of the 9th. 3 walks and 2 base knocks spelt doom for the Blues as they find themselves now, like I said, trailing 4-3. Into the game for the Suns, Dom Grillo trying to close it out. Number 27, the lefty. Fixes his hat as he looks at Bobby Shriver, the third baseman who stands in for the at-bat. For base knock in his first at-bat, grounded out to the pitcher, and a base knock in his second at-bat. 2 for 3. There's third at-bat. First pitch fastball swinging off the fence behind him. Down in the count, 0-1 is Bobby. Loves to swing at the first pitch fastball. Lefty steps off the rubber, gathers himself, and gets back on. Lefty-lefty matchup here to start the ninth. Fastball up in the zone here, misses above the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shriver, with a blue sleeve on the front arm, checks the 1-1 pitch, turned on, in the hole, bobbled by the second baseman, picked up, thrown out just in time as Shriver slides feet first into first base. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the ninth, or bottom of the ninth inning. Hard hit ball to the second baseman, bobbled for a minute, thrown over to Geary at first base just in time as Shriver slid in. 1 up, 1 down here for Dom Grillo. Now batting for the Blues, number 8, the center fielder, Jamie Timothy. Lefty goes in the windup, fastball, outside corner, called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here on Timothy. First at-bat strikeout, grounder to second in his next 2 at-bats. This ball bounces in there for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on number 8, Jamie Timothy. Blues trail 4-3 here in the bottom of the ninth. 5 hits apiece. Pittsfield with 2 errors, and Bristol with none. 1 ball, 2 strikes is a count as Timothy fouls one off in between the screens here at Muzzy Field. From the reaction of the fans, that one got a car or a house. I can't quite tell. Manager Barry Lyons at third base, cheering on his boys, hoping to get a rally started here in the bottom of the ninth. Timothy takes a step out, gathers himself, and gets back in the back of the box to see the 1-2 offering. Kick and the delivery from Grillo, swung at, flicked the wrist, foul ball down the first base line. Rattles down the cage into the Suns' bullpen. Bullpens here at Muzzy Field. Visitors bullpen down the first baseline and deep right field. Home bullpen behind the bleachers here in left. Slider, bottom of the zone here from the lefty, Dom Grillo. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Timothy stands in. Legs closed tight together. Strides out. Flicks one down. Base knock through the hole from first and second. Man on, 1 out. Blues trail 4-3. Striding to the dish now, pinch hitter number 13, Ryan Costello. He pinch hits for the shortstop, Ty Roberts. Costello stands in, started the first 2 games of the season at shortstop. Night off tonight, coming in late as a pinch hitter. Lefty on lefty matchup. Lead off at first base is short. Slide step for Grillo. Timothy fooled out there, took 2 steps back to the bag as Costello with a check swing went too far, called strike 1. If Timothy's thinking about stealing, he's going to have to go on first movement as a slide step from a lefty, real quick to the dish. Slide step once again, slider on the outside half of the plate, bounces in, blocked there by Pizzolo. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Blues trail 4-3. Kaz stands in the back of the box, stance slightly open. Squares up with a stride as he waits the 1-1. This one, ball low, bounces in front, blocked there by the catcher. Fastball. Now hitters count 2-1. Expect a fastball coming. Majority fastballs here for the closer, Dom Grillo. Short lead off there at first with the lefty on the bump. for Timothy. Gurlow sets. Big late kick here. Shot, cue shot in the hole. Gonna get through. Infield base knock there for Costello as he cue shots it in the hole. 2 on, 1 out here for the Blues. Big knock there for Bristol as Costello comes through to get the tying run to second base. Manager comes to the hill now for the Suns, Tom Conley, to try to settle down his closer as a rally is brewing for the Blues. Pinch hitting for the Blues, number 20, Steven Octave. Octave started off the season, first game as a designated hitter, got last night off, starting tomorrow behind the dish, and finds himself pinch hitting late in the game here for the Bristol Blues. Big opportunity here for Steve. Lefty on righty matchup. Stands in, gets a big leg kick, fastball in the outside corner, takes for strike one. Steve with a big leg kick, gets the foot down early. 0-1, 1 out here. Octave wiggles the bat, now sets, right behind the back shoulder. Fastball up in the zone. Chase didn't want it, but that's all right, down 0-2. Just takes one good swing here to tie up the ball game. Down in the count, 0-2 is Octave. Blues trail 4-3 here, bottom of the ninth. Lead in hits, though, 7-5. Kick and delivery. Fastball up and away. Octave strikes out on 3 straight pitches. Now batting, second baseman from Eastern Connecticut, Christian Budzik. A base knock like he had in the 5th inning down the first base line would be able to score the runner at second, Timothy, and probably move Costello over to third base. That base knock was a blooper down the right field line that threw up some chalk as he was able to slide in safely to first base. This time a ground ball at the hole. The first baseman comes up with it, races Budzik over to the bag, taps on it, and that'll be the ball game. The Blues drop this one to the Pittsfield Suns 4-3.